What's up, everybody? Dakota from Legends of the Inkwell here. Tonight, I am going to be playing on Inktable. I'm going to be playing one of the decks that I brought to set champs this set. It is my blue steel option 3.2 because point 2 because I kept updating it after each set champs. I'm not sure this one's going to work very well. It didn't work very well in person. I added in the captain hook as well as the happy hook here. We'll see how it goes in these trials because we are playing against a computer and not a person. But I did notice that one of the big things that I rely on is the Imperial Bow in this deck. And by switching out the Mickey and something like Beast or another hero with the Captain Hooks, I end up losing a lot of my hero ability for the Imperial Bow. But let's get right into it and see how it goes. All right, so we are going first. Just checking out the hand here. I have a turn one, turn two, turn three. I think I can keep this hand and we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to, first off, ink probably the Pete. Cause I, but I don't know what I'm playing against, so that could come back to haunt me. The ideal card in this scenario would be the Robin Hood Shift would come up. So I think I'm going to play the Robin Hood Shift and then I will pass. So I'm playing against red, blue. I didn't know this beforehand, but I like to play like I don't know what is beforehand. In this scenario, I think I'm going to ink the Pluto. I don't really need the Pluto yet. I want to keep the Baymax because it's like one of my only free lore options here. So I'm going to ink the Pluto here. And then I will end up playing the Calhoun just in case I need it later. I will then quest with the Robin Hood and pass my turn. There's the Tipo. That Tipo is going to be great for the Calhoun if it stays for that long. So I've got a couple options here. I can either play the Simba or I can play the Wendy Darling with support. I think that because red blue is a little bit slower, I'm going to try to race it here. So I'm actually going to ink the Simba and then I'm going to play the Alice and then I will quest with both of my characters and then pass my turn. They are ramping like we expect them to. Grammatolic draws them a card. There's the Tipo quest, so that's going to work out really well for our Calhoun. We ended up drawing another Captain Hook here. We are going to ink one of the Captain Hooks. We will then play probably Wendy Darling as well as the Captain Hook just to get as much on the board as we can. We're going to challenge, obviously, the Tipo, gain 2 lore. We'll quest with the Alice on quest effect for the Robin Hood. We will quest with the Robin Hood, and then we will pass our turn. This deck is pretty quick if it wants to be. It can also be a little bit mid range. That Maui is not going to be ideal for us. Yeah, it's going to take out the Alice. That's the card we wanted to keep. All right. So we can't ink anything, so we're going to just play another Calhoun here. That Maui's only got 1 on it. I think we should challenge the Maui with the Captain Hook. And then we'll challenge again with one of our Calhouns, gain the 2 lore out of it. Probably also could have used the support from Wendy Darling here, but I wanted to, yeah, I probably should have just done that. But here we are. We're just going to quest. And we're probably still going to win this game. And just like that, we will pass. We'll be at 14. Now half shark comes down. So now we don't have anything that can gain us quick, easy lore. So we're actually just going to play the Mr. Smee in the scenario. That way, the Mr. Smee gains damage, and we can get rid of it pretty quickly. We will then challenge with our Calhoun into the Grandma, and the 2 lore there. We will quest and support to Robin Hood, I guess, because it makes us, and then we will quest with Robin Hood, and we will pass our turn. Yep, saw the B prep coming. So, a couple options here. I think we just play the Smee, and we will pass because they have nothing on the board. Perfect. Now we have enough ink for our Baymax. We will play Baymax. We will skip the trigger. We will pass. Yeah. And just like that, we will just quest with our Baymax, win the game, and that's it. We won't use the trigger effect, and we won. So let's get into another one. All right, getting into another one here. Playing a different deck this time. We are also going first again this time. I think we will mulligan the Fire the Cannons. We'll mulligan that Fire the Cannons. Don't know that we need both of these, but I'd rather have them and get rid of the Wendy. I'm looking for a Captain Hook here, so let's see if we get one. We do not a single 1-drop. This is going to be brutal. So we are going to ink one of the Smees, and we will pass our turn. They played a Robin Hood. That's not looking great for us. The uninkable count is huge right now. So let's ink the Simba. We will play the Calhoun and dare them to quest with their Robin Hood. They do it. We're going to gain 2 lore off of it. Oh, this is working out perfect for us. So I think we are going to ink the Let It Go for now. We're going to play the Alice, and then we are going to challenge the Robin Hood and pass our turn. The Smee has resist, so we don't really want to do much with that. But what we can do is we can ink this Pluto And then we will play another Alice. We'll quest with our first Alice, giving the trigger to Calhoun, and we will quest with Calhoun with an extra lore there. And then we'll pass. We don't care that they're gaining 2 off of Smee. It's going to work out in our favor because we're gaining a lot more here. All right, so we got the big Robin Hood. I think we want to go with the big Robin Hood here. We're going to ink the Smee. We will play the big Robin Hood. I don't necessarily want to challenge because I think I can get a bunch of lore right now. So I'm going to do that first. Give the +1 there. This. Give another +1 there. We'll quest for 3 with a Calhoun, which is wild. Let it go. That genie's not going to really affect us too much. Let it take out the Calhoun. It's okay. We have Robin Hood. So I think now is a good time to play a Calhoun, play a Doc. We're going to do his effective discard and draw 2 cards. We will then sing Let the Storm Rage On with the Robin Hood onto the genie, just because we don't have the evasive right now. We will quest with Alice, giving this Alice +1. We will quest with this Alice, giving the Robin Hood the Warden +1. And we will pass. We have more than enough on board to win here. So we're keeping that Baymax just in case. Yep. And just like that, we will just quest with the Robin Hood. And that is game. So let's try one more deck. Maybe a little more aggro-y deck. Yeah, we are going first again. I can't believe we're going first this many times in a row. We got the Robin Hood shift. We got a Smee. I think we'll probably put this Robin Hood back, put the strength back, see what else we can get. Maybe get a Calhoun or something. Got the Calhoun. All right. So we're going to ink Simba. We'll play Robin Hood. And we'll pass. First Merfolk is not ideal for us. But we're going to make it work. We're going to ink Pluto. We will play Calhoun. And we will quest Robin Hood because the Cursed Merfolk has no attack. And we will pass. Good job. Twice. Double good job. Dang. Questing for 4. All right. We're going to ink an Imperial Bow. We will play Robin Hood on Robin Hood. We will challenge the Cursed Merfolk. I'm a little nervous getting rid of the Imperial Bow, but I think that this other deck is going to go pretty quick. So we are also going to try to go pretty quick here. And then we will quest with the Robin Hood and we will pass our turn. Yeah. So the Olivia and the Fred. Oof. This is going to be a lot. We're going to ink a cheat We will play our Alice. We're going to quest with both. We got to race them. They're gonna pop right back. So not too much we can do here. All right, we got a Donald Duck to take out. We can handle that. It's not a problem. Okay, this is going to work out for us. So we're going to first play Fire the Cannons on the Fred so that they don't gain the lore because he's not challenged. We will then challenge with Robin Hood into Donald Duck, the bodyguard. Gain the 2 lore from that. And then challenge the Olivia. Resist gives us nothing there. And then we will quest with the Alice. And we will just give it to Robin Hood to be safe. We will then play our Smee and pass. All right, so in this scenario, I think we're just going to challenge. So we'll just challenge here. We will quest here. Giving the on quest effect to Robin Hood, quest there, and we win. There it is. Pretty good deck. I think the hooks are a little extra. I think we could probably run Mickey and something like a Beast or anything else like that. We didn't get to the Gontus in this video, but if you play the Gontu after you have the Alice out, you quest with the Alice, give the Gontu ward, quest with the Gontu on the next turn, and quest with the Alice, which gives you 7 lore in 1 turn. Um, it works out really, really well. And then they can't just fire the cannons or smash or strength into your Gontu. They have to challenge it. It makes it pretty good. But that's all we have for today.